Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got one more game against the Marlins. Although I think we might have a return trip to Florida after the All-Star break. But we'll be done with them for a little bit anyway. Before we head off to, I think we're at Cincinnati next. Maybe we host them, I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure it's the Reds after this. Alright, normal lineup in yet again. Seemed to do just fine last time around. Stitch is on the mound today. Got curious, so pulling up the lineup here at the same time. Andy Chavez, though, is going to lead things off again for the Marlins. And he hits a blooper towards short. Joey with a diving play. Harder play than I thought it was going to be, but he does make it. One away, Aaron Hill to the plate. Or wait, sorry. No, this is the second. I got lost on what day it was. Wait, no, today's the 9th. Sorry, this is the middle game against the Marlins. I was thinking it was the 10th for some reason. I knew when I said that didn't feel right. Sorry about that, I just had myself all discombobulated. Didn't see how Aaron Hill got out, but I know that he did. David Wright to the plate with an 0-2 count now. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll end the first inning, a 1-2-3 affair. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels. Marlins, normal lineup in. Bonzer on the mound. I feel like I should remember his first name, and it's not coming to me. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is swing and a miss. A little blooper to short. Marvin to the plate. He's going to bat left-handed. First pitch is a strike. Alright, that's right. Boof Bonzer. Well, not his real name, but that's what he went by. I kept thinking Bruce, and I knew that wasn't quite right. Boof Bonzer. Alright, now I can really focus in. I know I'm not doing a very good job of that so far. It's early in the game, not locked in yet. We got 2 outs. A single from Chief is the first hit for either side. Terry at the plate takes strike one. Fastball down and away. Popped up to shallow left. That will drop in for a base hit. Chief on his way to third, and he will beat the throw fairly comfortably. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Frank at the plate. That first fastball is too far outside. Pops this one up foul. I think Livingston's got to play. He sure does. Squirrels threaten, but no runs. We go into the second inning where Josh Willingham will lead things off for the Marlins.
Number 14, Josh Willingham, left field.
First pitch to Willingham is a changeup that is a bit low. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. Ground ball towards second. Kester to first. One away.
Number 17,
Mike Jacobs to the plate now. First pitch called a strike. Get a curveball for a swing and a miss. That'll make it 0-2. That'll be a short line drive into right. That'll fall in for the Marlins' first hit of the day. Cody Ross to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch is called a strike on a curveball. Fastball swung on and missed. Changeup swung on and missed. That's the second out of the inning. Brings Jason Bartlett to the plate. Changeup breaks outside. Slider put back up the middle, and that'll get down for another base hit. Marvin doing a good job getting it back in. Keeps runners at first and second. Livingston at the plate. Looks at strike one. That pitch is a bit high. It's 1-1. Popped. Oh, another short ball into right, and that's going to drop in for another hit, and that will score the first run of the game. Marlins up 1-0. Bonzer at the plate. Again, Boof Bonzer. Don't know how I forgot a name like that. Runners on the corners, a 1-1 count. Does not chase that high fastball, makes it 2-1. There's a called strike, makes it 2-2. Ground ball, foul. Still 2-2. Throws a slider, gets a ground ball to short. Joey to first. That will end the inning, but the Marlins score the first run of the game here in the top of the second. Tom will start things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch to Tom is called a strike, a high fastball. This curveball misses. Ground ball towards the middle, but not hard enough hit to get through. Aaron Hill will pick it up and throw to first. One down, Zach at the plate. He hits this one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Joey in the batter's box. He hits this one right to first. Jacobs goes to second with it, and that is the only out the Marlins get. Too slow back to first. 2 out, 1 on. Stitch at the plate. Looks at strike one. Stitch hitting 286. It's not too shabby. He's behind 0-2 at the moment, though. And called strike three. That will end the inning. We go to the third. The Marlins still leading 1-0, and they will start off back at the top of their order. Actually, both teams with 3 hits. They're both going to start at the top of their order, but Marlins chain their hits together slightly better. Chavez swings and misses at the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Makes it 0-2. That pitch is too low. Should mention that Stitch has 3 strikeouts the first time through the Marlins order. I do not believe Chavez was one of them, though I can't remember what he did. I was still a little scatterbrained at that point. That pitch is out of the zone. Chavez does not chase it. The slider also out of the zone. Makes it a full count. Curveball gets popped up. Tom is waiting on it in front of the plate, a little bit on the first base side. 1 down, Aaron Hill. He struck out in his first at-bat. So I didn't really see that because I was bringing up the schedule, I think, at that point. To also help orient myself on what we were doing here today. He pops out to Kester. That will bring David Wright to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Pops this one foul, but it should make the seats. Second pitch is called a strike on the inside corner. Changeup gets put into right field. Zach waiting on it. And we'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Marlins still leading 1-0. Kester to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch to Kester is pretty much right down the middle, and it gets fouled away. Swing and a miss on a changeup makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Marvin to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. That was Bonzer's 3rd strikeout of the game, so 2 strikeouts through the first trip through the Squirrels' order. Marvin pulls this one foul. It's an 0-2 count. This one will get through the right side of the infield. Not hit very hard, but placed just right. 1 on, 1 out for Chief, who got a base hit in his first at-bat. He puts this one right to Bartlett, and that looks like a double play. 6-4-3 to end the inning. Marlins still lead 1-0 as we go to the 4th, and they will start off with Josh Willingham at the plate.
Number 14, Josh Willingham.
Willingham ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Slider down and away. Outside again, it's 2-1. Too low, it's 3-1. Stitch lobs in a changeup and gets the call. It's a full count now. Popped up, but it'll make the seats right by the dugout. I mean, right behind the dugout. Stitch tries it again. Goes with the slider that gets lined down the third base line. Chief dives for it, but can't come up with it. That's a leadoff single, although he took an awfully big turnaround first. He was able to get back. Throw went behind him. Jacobs got a base hit in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Ground ball. This could be a double play. It was softly hit, though. Kester got rid of it pretty well, but still not in time. So 1 away, out at second is the only one the Squirrels get. Cody Ross at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Foul tip for strike 3. 2 away. Jason Bartlett got a base hit. He actually might have had the RBI base hit. Can't remember for sure. Looks at strike 1. Runner takes off, and he is thrown out easily. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 4 hits apiece for the teams, but the Marlins still leading 1-0. Terry will lead off for the Squirrels here in the bottom of the 4th. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Grounds this one right to Hill at second. 1 away. That'll bring Frank to the plate. He fouled out on a chance to score the first run of the game. Looks at strike 1 here. The pitch down and out. Outside again, makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 2-2. Called strike 3. 2 down. Tom to the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. This pitch misses inside. Line drive does not get over Aaron Hill's head, and that will end the inning. 1-0 Marlins as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Jason Bartlett will come back to the plate with a fresh count. He was in an 0-2 hole when, I forget who was on the bases, was thrown out. Two no count here. Stitch comes back with the fastball that gets ground right back to him. 1 away. Livingston to the plate. He got a base hit. Maybe he got the RBI. I cannot remember now. In any case, first pitch was strike 1. This one hit well, but it's pulled foul. 0-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball. 2 down, Bonzer to the plate. Ground out in his last at-bat. Looks at a ball just inside. The pitch is up and out. Swing and a miss to make it 2-1. Misses again. It's 3-1. This one's going to be hit foul. That makes it a full count. 2 outs, nobody on base. Stitch goes with the slider that gets ground to Joey, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Marlins still up 1-0. Zach is going to come to the batter's box to start off the second half of the game. Zach did get a hit in his first at-bat. This one into right field I think is going to stay up, though. Ross with the catch. Joey ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Up the middle, that'll be a base hit. So 1 on, 1 out. Stitch struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Will this get down? It will not. David Wright with the play. 2 away. Kester at the plate. Runner still on first. Kester 0 for 2 so far. Swings and misses at a curveball. There's a called strike. Makes it 0-2. Called strike 3, and that will end the 5th inning. Marlins still up 1-0 as we go into the 6th, where Indy Chavez will lead things back off again. Chavez 0 for 2 today. Neither of them strikeouts. Stitch up to 5 on the day. 2-0 count on Indy Chavez. There's a swing and a miss. That'll make it 2-1. Swing and a miss on the curveball makes it 2-2. Another curveball, and there's Chavez's first strikeout of the day. Aaron Hill 0 for 2. He has struck out today, back in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Hit. That's going to be a fair ball. That's going to be an infield hit, actually. Hit just would have been a well-placed bunt. So, I mean, it didn't matter who made that play. I don't think who, actually picked up the ball. They weren't going to have a play at first. David Wright has a 1-1 count. Runner on first with 1 out. And this changeup misses up and in. And this one outside. It's 3-1. There's a called strike to fill the count. Runner stays put, and David Wright hits a single into right field. Runners on first and second with only 1 out. Josh Willingham at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one foul, but Tom can't catch up to it. In fact, it goes off the wall. It wouldn't have had a play anyway. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Mike Jacobs already has 1 hit today. I think just the 1 hit. This changeup misses. Stays high. Fastball's in there for a strike. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Marlins still clinging to that 1-run lead. Marvin will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. All right, first pitch to Marvin is called a strike. Don't know if he's mentioned he's batted right or left-handed all day today, but that is the case. Has an 0-2 count here. Hits this one through the left side, just out of David Wright's reach. So a leadoff single will bring Chief to the plate. He is 1 for 2, a single and hit into a double play. Marvin is going to get picked off. Well, that's a shame. Promising start to the inning, cut down early. All right, didn't even throw a pitch to Chief. Now he will. First pitch is a strike. Ground ball to third. David Wright to first. 2 away. Base is empty. Terry to the plate. He is 1 for 2. First pitch is called a strike. This is fouled back. 0-2. Ground ball to third. David Wright again to first, so he took too long to get rid of it, and that's going to be an infield hit. So Frank to the plate with 1 on and 2 outs. He is 0 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1. That's a line drive into left center. Terry on his way to third. This might score a run. Terry is going to try it. And he will be in there to tie the game at 1 apiece. 2 outs in the 6th. The runner's still in scoring position. Tom will take strike 1. A base hit gives the Squirrels the lead here, as that pitch hits the dirt. And outside on that curveball. 2-1. Outside again. 3-1. Swing and a miss. We got a full count with 2 outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Well, that messes up our pitching too. Although I guess pitcher spot will come up next inning regardless. So anyway, it's 1-1 now as we go into the 7th inning, where Cody Ross will lead things off for Florida. He is struck out in both at-bats today. Starts off with a strike here. This one hit towards second. Kester's able to catch it on the fly. Bartlett 1 for 2. Swings and misses at the first pitch. This pitch is too low. 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Livingston to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Called strike 3, and that will end the top of the 7th inning. We go to the stretch tied at 1. The Squirrels will start off with Zach at the plate.
Now, please rise and join the singers.
Sorry about that. Alright, Zach to the plate. And he will ground the first pitch to first. 1 down. Joey, 1 for 2. Looks at strike 1. And looks at a ball, down and away. Mostly down, I think. Swings at that one, but comes up empty. 1-2. Ground ball to first. Jacobs again will step on the bag. We will go ahead and pinch hit here. Throw Phil out there. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Phil swings and misses at the first pitch. Swing and a miss again makes it 0-2. Ground ball. Bonzer will field it himself behind the mound, and that will be it for the 7th inning. We're tied at 1 as we go to the 8th. The Marlins have the pitcher spot coming up first. See if they pinch hit here. We will go with Johnston on the mound into Joey's spot. Flip-flop the middle infield. All right, Bonser is going to get to hit for himself here. He's ground out in both at-bats today, though can't argue that he hasn't been effective on the mound. Has an 0-2 count. And that will not be a base, or sorry, it will be base hit, will not be caught. I got caught in between what I was going to say there. Kester gave a good effort, but could not come up with it. Leadoff single brings Indy Chavez to the plate. Looks at strike one. Ground ball through Johnston, but Kester will pick it up, step on second himself, and then throw to first. So mark that one down, 6-3. And that's a pretty big double play there. 2 outs with the bases empty for Aaron Hill. Got an infield hit in his last at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. Slurve is outside. Foul tips this one. It's 1-2. Yeah, Slurve broke too far. Goes back to it, pops this one up foul, but Tom should have it. And he does. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still tied at 1. Top of the order back up for the Squirrels. And Bonser still on the mound. Kester 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. 2 of Bonser's 6 strikeouts on the day. First pitch is up and out. Second pitch called a strike over the inside corner. This pitch up by Kester's head. It's 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Swing and a miss. That'll make it a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Marvin, 2 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Chief at the plate. He is 1 for 3 so far. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one just foul down the left field line. 0-2. This is going to be a base hit up the middle, a 2-out single. Very similar to what he did back in the first inning. Terry is 2 for 3 today. He got an infield hit in his last at-bat. Chief takes off, and he actually steals the base. I'm shocked. So runner now in scoring position. This ball deep in the hole to short, and Terry able to beat it out for another infield hit. Puts runners on the corners for Frank. He fouled out in his last chance in this situation back in the first inning. Looks at strike 1. The Bonser wasn't wiping his brow then. Swings and misses for 0-2. Ground ball, this one more routine. That's not going to get the job done. We go into the 9th inning, tied at 1. David Wright will lead things off for Florida. David Wright, 1 for 3 so far. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball to short. Kester to first. 1 down. Josh Willingham is 1 for 3 so far. That slurve misses. This one is inside. We got 2-0 count. There's a breaking ball for the first strike. Fouled back, makes it 2-2. This one too low. We got a full count. Goes with the sinker, and that's going to be a base hit into center field. It falls in front of Marvin. That'll bring Jacobs to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. I think he's 1 for 3. And this one bounces away. That's going to move a runner into scoring position with a 2-0 count. Only the 1 out. First pitch. That's not the first pitch. Third pitch actually is a strike. Ground ball towards the middle. Throw goes to first. That's the right call. Good job that time, Phil. Runner on third. Cody Ross at the plate. There are 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball. Kester will handle this to get it to first. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Tied at 1. Tom is going to lead things off for the Squirrels to try to keep this from going extra innings. Tom is 0 for 3 so far, so he's due, we'll say. And right on... Oh, no, it stays up. A line drive into left, but it stays up for Willingham to make the catch. 1 away. Zach is 1 for 3. And he looks at a ball too low. Swing and a miss. Another called strike makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. No, we are not going to let Johnston try to hit. Let's go with Quinton. Good chance he can steal this for us on one swing. Bonzer trying to pitch what would have been a complete game. Guess it still might be. First pitch is called a strike. This will be a base hit into center field. So not a home run, but the dream's still alive. The Marlins will go to their bullpen now. I always forget which Boyer this is. Blaine Boyer to the mound. Phil ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. This one is just outside. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Ground ball, that will not get through. I thought it had a chance, but it just died before it could get the outfield grass. So we're going to go into the 10th inning, tied at 1. Jason Bartlett will lead things off. Oh, we got to pick a pitcher here. Gonzalez will want to pitch tomorrow. Let's go with Nakai. Who made that last out? Phil made that last out. Yeah, let's go back to Zach's spot.
Your attention, please. Now come ready to pitch for Indianapolis. Number 18, Nakai.
Alright, first pitch to Bartlett is a curveball that gets ground to first. 1-0. Livingston 1 for 3, singled and then struck out twice. Looks at strike 1. This pitch bounces in. And there's a called strike. Called strike 3. 2 down. Pitcher spot up. The Marlins will go with Jack Hanahan. First pitch is a fastball for strike 1. Fastball for strike 2. Fastball for strike 3, and that will end the top of the 10th. We go to the bottom half of the inning, where Kester will lead things off.
Your attention, please. Now coming out into the Marlins. Number 37, Scott Downs.
Scott Downs is going to come onto the mound. Hanahan stays into place second. Bartlett comes out of the game. Hill moves over to short. Kester's still hitless today, and I think this is at-bat number 5, so 0 for 4, I do believe. First pitch is too low. Grounds this one to third, right to first. 1 away. Marvin to the plate. He's 2 for 4. He will bat right-handed this time. This will hook foul down the left field line. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Ground ball to short. Hill takes care of that. 2 down. Chief at the plate. He is 2 for 4. Do believe both of his hits have come with 2 outs. And the base is empty. First pitch is called a strike. Shoots this one right to Jacobs, who will pick it up and step on the bag. We go to the 11th inning, still tied at 1. Indy Chavez will lead things off. Indy Chavez 0 for 4 today. Grounds this one weakly. Phil will pick it up, and he will not get it over in time. It ends up being a swinging bunt and a leadoff infield single. Aaron Hill then to the plate. Watches a pitch low. Runner takes off on a failed hit and run, and that is another caught stealing. So that has the Squirrels fans breathing easier. 2-1 count on Aaron Hill. Make it 3-1, but the bases are now empty with an out. Fouls this one away, makes it a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. David Wright is 1 for 4 so far. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one up the middle. That'll be a base hit. That will bring Josh Willingham to the plate. He is 2 for 4 today. First pitch sails high. And then the curveball bounces in. 2-0. Ground ball right to short. Kester to first. And we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. Tied at 1. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels. And Terry is 3 for 4 today, all singles. It'd be really nice if he really got a hold of one here. Looks at a pretty hittable fastball. That slider is down and in. Hits this one. It'll be another base hit, a leadoff single. That will bring Frank to the plate. He does have a double today. This one is not going to do it. That looks like a double play ball. Oh, bad throw. Allows Frank to get on base. So 1 on, 1 out for Tom. And he puts this into center field for a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Indy Chavez did not cut that off well at all. And this looks like Frank is going to score the winning run. Did not see that one coming. Your final score today in 11 innings, Florida Marlins 1, Indianapolis Squirrels 2. Chavez just could not cut that ball off, and Frank never stopped running. I guess it was hit hard enough. Chavez really never had a chance. And Tom will be your player of the game for the walk-off hit. Thank you everybody for watching. If you like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we will finish up with the Marlins tomorrow. We will see you then.